Hello and welcome to Round 1 Back 9 coverage from the 2024 Portland Open presented by Latitude 64. You are watching the Disc Golf Pro Tour. Looks like we're halfway home. Stop number 9 of 18, and this is JomezPro with Nate Sexton, Jeremy Koling, and Paul Ulibarri.
Good front nine for Gannon and Calvin. Hanging on for Linus and Adam. Some putting woes for Adam on the front nine. Some unexpected putting woes from a player that we generally expect better putting performances. And Calvin just taking a bogey on hole 9 with a missed putt. But Gannon with the eagle and 3 birdies afterwards. Doing a lot of work right there, going 5 under in the 4-hole stretch. He's just one back of the lead right now, set by Andrew Miranda. A solid front nine for him, shooting 6 under. But it's a lot of players at 5 under and 4 under. But we talked about it a little bit at the close of the front nine, how the back nine really starts to show its teeth.
Hole 10, par 4, 625, plays probably around 700, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
There's a Mando you have to go to the right of when you're throwing off the tee, and a really well-placed guardian tree. You need to go to the right of that if you're playing a backhand. Keep it low ceiling. Once you do that, then you got to manufacture some sort of tunnel up the hill. There's all kinds of them. The farther you get off this tee, the better your options will be, though.
Inside.
Look at this play here. Goodness gracious.
Does
what
that
an
clear the
aggressive
Mando?
line. Yes, it does. On the inside, I wonder how intentional that line is.
That had to be close to the Mando tree.
I can't imagine that's intentional. There's no way.
He's got to be trying for this line.
Yes.
Either way, he gets away with it and is going to have some crazy open approach.
Yeah, easy sidearm up the hill. But if you're aiming for that gap, an early release is just a devastating mistake.
And Calvin, he's got me convinced that he's trying to do that. That was not too dissimilar from what we just saw from Gannon.
I just don't see the advantage. Why wouldn't you do, if you have the option, why wouldn't you go around the right? Oh, this is cool.
This is really cool.
Oh, man, that's the best I've ever seen here.
Yeah, that's incredible. No danger whatsoever, any point of going out of bounds. Getting the roller way up the hill. It's just a plain misrelease. Pretty technical approach coming for Calvin.
One of the bigger forehands we've seen from him lately.
Yeah, it forces over the overstable destroyer and gets just outside the edge of the circle.
Gannon's so close that he can just do a little overstable putter approach. Not even needing a sidearm.
Wow.
Too easy.
And he has the second best drive in his group.
Right?
Somehow.
That's why I do love this hole, though, because you can get aggressive off the tee and make this hole really easy, but it takes a really good tee shot. It's not like you can just power up and you're good.
Yeah.
Like, you have to power up and hit a very, very
even with
precise
Linus's
line.
incredible drive, he still kept him honest. He still needed to throw a really good shot, and he missed his line, and he's going to be left with this for the birdie.
Yeah, but if we're being honest, that was a bad shot.
How bad was that? I mean, the angle.
He's a 200 feet away, man.
He needs to get up and down.
Got to find a way to hit the gap.
That's true. Calvin for birdie and just never had a chance mid-cage. Perhaps making the adjustment from the last putt he missed on 9 a bit high. Needs to get that figured out. Meanwhile, Gannon's going to get to 6 under through 10 now.
Quickly. That's what you get through 10, 6 under. That's getting there quickly on this course.
Yeah, for most of the day, the best scores coming in were right around 6, and then, can they get to 7 under? Oh, okay. A couple players have, a couple players haven't, but certainly no one was doing it at this pace here. Gannon is in a good, we got Joona Heinen doing it.
Yeah, you got
and
5
Ty
other
Love.
people doing it.
Okay, there's some people out there doing it.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
That is just a really phenomenal scoring. Hole 11, par 3, 345. Straight as she goes up the middle here, but this last gap is really small. And if you hit these trees, take a little rollback, you're going to find yourself 40 feet or more short of the basket. There's also a forehand flex line, if you feel like it, outside to the left.
Yeah, this is a baby version of hole 9, I think.
A little check in here with Eagle McMahon playing the flex play that kicks out into the field. Way out to the field.
It seems like he's probably going to stick this putt since we're checking in and that happened. I guess so.
That's incredible. Intuition, wow. Nate Sexton.
Sometimes you want, I mean, I know the Jomez guys don't like Eagle very much. So sometimes I think they throw a check in that's going to kind of show him making a mistake, but he doesn't make too many mistakes. What a putt.
Again, well, hold on a second. Hold on. Did they put it there for a reason?
Okay, so here is maybe that forehand flex line.
Does this have enough fight back?
No.
It's not gonna, no.
There's a right to left crosswind, which made that play very difficult to comfortably hit it with the Anheuser. You'd need it to go through their flat, and that's a little extra difficult, I feel like.
Calvin missing his line a bit, but look at the forward kick.
I like those.
Forward kicks? Good breaks?
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I do. I like when those happen.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Well, I just have never really seen it happen. To me.
Well, then if you've never seen it happen to you, you liking them means you're a heck of a sport. Because you're rooting for your peers.
Absolutely. That looked like a forehand up the middle attempted. Wow. By Linus.
Look at that. Perfect height coming in, chain, just
and it doesn't even,
barely left.
Doesn't even go past by that much.
Linus from maybe 75.
Wow.
Bang-a-raid. Oh, man.
Some great putting from Linus so far.
I love the force in the Anheuser just to flatten itself out right at the chains. Just awesome putt.
I love when they catch like that, too.
I do, too.
Just, bam, hits it hard, flattens that putter up, and then drops straight down. That's nice. See if Adam can get a little momentum from his friend Linus. No, but that's okay.
Still under par.
Yep.
Calvin Heimburg looking to get to 4.
See if he can.
Yeah, see that, he puts it in the air like that. It's usually followed by good results.
Well, and catch a good break. I've said this for so long.
Mm-hmm. Who takes advantage of it?
The greats take advantage of those.
Yeah.
Who does not?
It's one thing that I've always respected about Ricky. If he gets close, bad shot or good shot, it seems like he makes it more when it was a bad shot,
I think he frames it in a way that he allows himself to believe that he deserved the good break. So he's not surprised when it happens, and he feels like he should be in that spot. I think a lot of us spend more time than we need thinking, I don't deserve this. I didn't throw a good shot to get here.
I wouldn't know how I felt.
Never thrown a bad shot.
Never got a good break is what he's saying.
Or maybe never thrown a bad shot. I like to think and certainly I don't step up and make them every time, but I like to think, man, if you miss this happened for no reason at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
so if you just make it.
I like that too.
If you make this, you can take advantage of the fact that something nice happened to you.
I like that. Well, 12 par 3, 380, a couple different routes you can go, but they're both kind of the inside line flex play, whether you go forehand or backhand. The backhand route has the one mandatory to concern yourself with. We'll take a look here at Alden Harris. Choosing the backhand route, of course.
Nice overstable disc, little bit of Annie out of the hand and skipping in there perfectly.
And based. Truly based. 6 under now for Alden Harris. Through 12. That's a good start. Getting half the birdies thus far.
Really important to keep this low. because the wind will like lift you into those branches.
Like that?
Like that. It looks so good out of the hand.
Yeah, it seems to just, and Calvin's so good at keeping it low that the fact that it lifted means that wind definitely had something to do with it.
I've seen a few people do this wide sidearm, but I just feel like it's like,
adding so much distance.
Yeah, it's hard to come back to the circle.
You have to, I believe the 380 if you're going the flex play. You're turning a 380 into a 440.
I haven't seen anybody try it yet. That was big.
And
look at Gannon fighting his way through the Douglas firs.
Yeah, not the route he intended, but that will work. He wants to get that more turned over.
Adam, even par over the last 8 holes, love to get something going in the right direction.
Didn't really get much Annie on it.
Nope, and this...
what is that?
Oh, come on. And that stays out of bounds.
That's out of bounds.
It is out of bounds.
That's disgusting.
Well, just a horrible break.
Where's the line?
It's about a meter off the sidewalk there.
Whoa. That was a terrible break. Just hit a tree and...
He's parked.
And that will...
I mean, I think it hit a tree and turned it into that crazy roller.
It must have. It must have done something funky. I couldn't figure that one out myself.
Yeah, but if he hits the tree,
if he hits one square, great. But I think he must have grazed one to set it up into that forward roll. That's just not a natural way for a forehand to finish.
Gannon. Yeah, it wasn't a good break to get through all those trees. Gannon threw a decent shot off the tee, but finds his way through all of them, doesn't hit any of them, and lands inside the circle, and once again, cashes the putt. He is really killing it right now. 7 under through 12.
These are the ones you need to get, though. He's doing it. I mean, he missed the last hole. Got this one. That's on pace. But now we're going into the...
Yeah, I mean, that's it for birdies. That's this course done. 6 more holes. I don't think anybody makes a birdie from here on out.
You're funny.
We're gonna see what you mean here going into hole 13. This is just...
I mean, when we get, we're going to take one more look at this Gannon shot, look at our leaderboard. But when we get to the flyover of 13, I mean, you got time. It's a long flight. You can get some things done while that drone is flying down there.
I got 41 feet for Gossage. It's a game of inches. The Portland Open champion, Adam Hammis.
Hole 13, par 4, 885. Low ceiling drive, or you have a little more height if you want to take the big turnover. OB line down here on the right. Mandatory about 550 feet off the tee, probably. Gotta stay to the right side. Figure out a way down here. So hard to get to any kind of position where you can bite off much with shot 2. That's why this hole is almost never birdied.
Curious to see if these guys do try to get aggressive by going this outside route. And this is aggressive.
Yeah, Gannon getting the turn.
Could this push the OB line?
Is it flattening out? It's... I think it would have been great. I don't think it would have been going out of bounds.
Really? Straightening out just enough?
I think so. But either way, he is in bounds and now behind one of the trees.
This is moving quick. Wow.
Yeah. Skipping into a tough spot.
But so far down.
So far, is that, I mean, it's just a huge advantage to be that far.
Does this have the stability? If it does, could be great as well.
And does not.
It almost was great.
Yes, it was. It was close. Good distance.
If his lands inbounds where his ended up, he's got a shot into the green.
Yeah, and at least if you do go out of bounds down there, you have as open a shot as you're going to get to try to save that ball.
This is what you also have to really try avoiding. Angle now is going to be quite tricky with the mandatory on that side of the fairway. And Adam's going to result to
really?
going a forehand roller just to get back into position.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't hit anything, and I don't think it's going to have enough to get back and bounce. So now bogey coming for Adam, but can he save the 5? Look how close Linus has his mini next to the line just for the best possible angle for the hyzer.
Not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
it's
too bad.
possible. Possible to save the par. That would be huge.
Gannon's just trying to figure out a way to get to the pin and then elects to just toss it up there. You saw him eyeing out that little flex play.
Yeah.
Greedy little guy.
Yeah, it ain't there. Calvin, this is a highly technical lean out forehand. And just overturned right out of the hand.
Somewhere. Little upshot, wherever it is.
Yeah,
Pretty
probably
much a formality, yeah.
not too much more than the jump putt.
Pretty good.
Curious how close Calvin got with that sidearm. If he has like an outside look or something. Oh, no.
Oh,
No.
He was farther back than we thought. Way farther back than I thought. But
Look at that little play.
nice little gap.
Splits the wickets.
All right, you got to tell me how many birdies were on this.
Kind of an annoying amount.
No, please.
Well, annoying in that it shouldn't be more than 1 or 2, and it was 5. Is that annoying or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure we're on the same page.
Definitely.
Ah, good. Bogey save. That's going to bring Adam over par, and I'll give it a little shout out here. I'm going to give him Eric Oakley and Alden Harris, Randon Latta, Max Rigitnig, and then Anthony Barella, whose drive was so far down the hill that he threw third speed Luna into the pin and bullseyed it 3 feet away.
How far past the Mando are we talking about?
Considerably. Like he probably had 290 feet into the pin.
That's crazy.
He went low ceiling under the branch, not the big out and around shot. He just
like Calvin tried.
threw a full on yocker right down the middle.
Like Calvin plus 80 feet.
Plus 80 feet, plus a huge iceberg skip. It was unreal.
So you're saying he could just get a 2 if he went the outside route?
Well, if he just tried a little bit more with his approach, then he could have made it. But yeah, incredible. Those 5 birdies all just feel like better than birdie. They feel near eagle-ish.
This is a tough one here. 435 down the hill. I think it plays a little farther, like 450.
Okay, as we're looking at Drew Gibson throwing his roller here, did we practice the wrong hole in our...
No.
We didn't?
No, we didn't.
I thought I lasered it to 520.
Look at this roller, though. It's a great play here.
It's a really good play. With the wind is right, roller is a good way to get this close. Now, Drew Gibson, look at his last 9 holes.
Oh, my.
7 under.
Could not miss a putt. I was playing with him, and the wind was not bothering him from 40 feet. It was incredible.
Now, this is Gannon Buhr's PD. And look at this shot, just racing past the basket up the hill to pretty close to where the old position was.
That's, and just with a 10 speed, that is incredibly far.
And the reason he's throwing that disc, it's a brand new disc because he left his actual PD that he wanted to be throwing at Pier Park 17, and someone picked it up and it wasn't there anymore. And so he's still looking for that disc. So if you've picked up Gannon Buhr's PD, return it. It's a first run PD and he wants it back.
Calvin just parks it. Beautiful shot.
Linus laying down another roller that's not doing the roll part. Adam also likes the roller, and this one might get a little extra roll. It's trying. But a wounded duck.
That Gannon shot was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PDs aren't fast. They're kind of fast.
Yeah, they're kind of fast.
Kind of.
They're like controlled fast.
But they're not 480 fast.
No.
I feel like, and with that disc speed, it almost feels to me like a low ceiling. Like, you know, you would throw, if you're going to throw a PD that far, you would probably take, most people would try to take a little more height. This is almost, it's constrained, and he's still got it beyond the pin.
He throws far, I think.
Yeah, people just
starting to
don't give him
think that.
credit for how much distance Gannon has. This is what we give him credit for, the putting. Well-earned credit.
Yeah, why do we do that?
Well, I think his circle 2 putting, that's number 5 this round, is the best that we've ever seen.
I think he's at 105% from circle 2.
Yeah. 8 under now.
Right, I'm right though, right? He's the best we've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's like nobody close.
Yeah, in this era, you know, it's like hard to say before the YouTube
like-
era, but like, you know, there's always those legends about Cam Todd making 75% of his putts from 70 and in. And it's like hard to know where the truth is because we didn't have the stats. We just have personal accounts.
I don't know. I've played with him before.
Yeah, but we didn't play with him in 2001 when he was winning the world championship.
I'll tell you this. If he was making 80 footers on one chain baskets, then he's the GOAT.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
sure.
100%. 100%. It's just, it's hard to know how big the fish really was.
I would say, you know, Rick Wysocki on his best day is right in the conversation with what Gannon Buhr does. And I've played.
Let's not overshadow the current generation GOAT. I think Paul Macbeth,
certainly.
his circle 2 putting was up there,
But I
It
think
wasn't
Paul
like
Macbeth
this.
a more precision driver.
didn't come in with as much snap.
No, he just didn't make as many long ones. I don't know why
I
we're
don't think he
arguing
needed
about
to.
this.
I think he's a more.
Well, that's fine. He
more
didn't
with
need
his
to,
driver.
but-
I think Ricky's the first guy that comes to mind for
Yes.
me as being on that same kind of level.
Absolutely.
And I think they're close.
But yeah, you pose the argument. I don't disagree. I'm with you. I'm just, for argument's sake, I'm thinking of like what other players. And I think Eagle McMahon in some regards comes into play for me with his, when he's,
Absolutely.
Eagle McMahon.
huh?
Oh, good call. He makes it from here. He just ends it. Boom, ching.
Okay, good tee shot.
Not amazing.
Not
I
amazing,
wouldn't
but a really good tee shot.
say. Yeah.
So what does he do from here if this is just a really good tee shot?
I like how Kiefer tried to get a little camera time there.
That's a lot of power from back there.
Oh my goodness.
Holy moly.
All right, you're in the conversation. Jeez, calm down.
What a putter. What a putter this guy is. Okay.
Circle 12. From circle 12, Eagle hits the cage.
I want to
unbelievable.
propose a new law.
Okay.
It should be illegal to make a par 4 where Eagle McMahon throws driver. If he succeeds with his drive, which he did on that shot, and he picks up the same disc and he wants to rip it again, we are on a par 5.
You're here.
If Calvin Heimburg and Gannon Buhr elect to go driver on their next shot,
Yeah.
that is breaking the newly minted law.
I will second that, but I have to be the voice of reason here.
Oh.
If their next driver shot has to get there with an Anheuser, I'm in on this
Yeah,
rule.
if they can go all big
Yes.
hyzer. I hear you a little bit.
But if they can throw a hyzer on their next play without any ante,
yeah.
I have to.
And look, I'm fine with the Nate Sextons, the Paul Yulis of the world going driver on a couple par 4s. No big deal. But these guys, the kings, the distance kings, if they get their drive right, it gotta be a fairway or a mid on the next shot if the sign says par 4.
I don't think this is go zone here.
No, of course not. The forehand is not necessarily the play. Oh, goodness. He's
It's a go.
going go.
It looks big too.
How do you...
Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Is that just...
Does he clear it? Oh, just barely OB.
That is just OB?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I mean, that is...
That had the distance if it was left, I think.
And the forehand stalled out.
What
His
a
forehand
shot
tee
right
shot.
here.
Yeah, that's a great shot from Gannon.
Did it get to Anaheim?
And it was
No, but it's
hyzer.
short. It's short with 2 drivers.
All right, let's see.
This is Destroyer.
That's like
from
almost...
Just, oh,
The
That's
fastest arm in the West.
That's a stally, kind of a stally
So
hyzer.
short.
he's 20 short.
What a shot.
It was really
Let's
good
see this
shot.
again. Fastest arm there is. Maybe not, but when he
Pretty
pulls
much.
through, you know it. I mean, Calvin is a quick guy. Destroyer. Short as all get out, looking at the birdie.
I tried chasing him 1 foot one time. He's as fast as an ostrich. He's quick in many ways.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
I think that's fine.
What's over
Yeah,
there?
well, there's
Nothing.
not really much that's bad, I don't think.
Interesting.
Really surprised to see
Oh,
Adam get so aggressive after the forehand. Usually the forehand is a concession of any chance for the birdie,
Yeah.
and you still went for it.
Uh-oh, get moving. Okay.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah, not as bad as I feared. I thought it might be 60 short there for a second.
From that range, you'd like to be a little bit closer for this par putt, but Linus Carlsson is true.
yes.
Just laughing at how much you guys hate my stupid puns. It brings me so much joy sometimes. I apologize to the fans, but not to you guys.
You don't have to apologize.
Okay, good.
-9, great birdie.
Wow.
Calvin as well with the birdie. 9 under, that's incredible.
Just seems infinitely tall too, doesn't he? Goodness gracious. Those are long shorts on most people, but they 2 fists above the knee.
Hole 16, par 3, 456, over the out of bounds area to start, under the low ceiling, and then it's tucked pretty far back into these woods. You need to play low, burning kind of hyzer shot and skip it in, or sort of a controlled turnover, drifting it in and then fading back late. Obviously, elevated basket once you get down there. Well-earned birdie if you can get it.
Going with that PD once again.
Gotta find a way to not go 80 long.
A little too heavy on the hyzer with
Yeah.
that one.
Just didn't quite get it to move right enough. And that could be due to the fact that it's a brand new disc. Give the man back his original PD.
I can't even, oh, this is bad. I can't even count how many discs I've left on the course. Good ones. You know?
Sure.
You've probably left more than most people have ever had.
In the world? Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
fair statement. Yep.
But I gotta do it. He's a fan of the show. We love him. No one's left more behind than Lance Brown.
Ever.
Man, it's just currently somewhere in the world, Lance is leaving a disc behind on the course.
Him, and now he's been replaced by Jake Wolf.
Jake Wolf is the new Lance. All right. We love you, Lance.
Nobody all that close in this group.
Lance made a post recently saying that he's kind of bummed about disc golf. So I'm going to tell him, keep your chin up,
Oh,
buddy.
we love him,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
Keep your
Nothing
chin
but
up.
love for that man from North Carolina, man.
Yep.
Burlington, shout out.
Absolutely.
Whoa. Coming in there with a little spiciness is Calvin Heimburg.
I wanted to make that so bad so I could just be like, yeah, nice. Nice, guys.
Yeah, seriously. He still gave it an effort.
Yeah, he did.
Near chain height.
Oh, whoa.
A lot of want there for Linus, giving that one an effort.
I like that.
And Lance is, I mean, going back to Brown real quick, just to tie it up in a bow, he still owns the coolest win of all time. With what it was, the 41st Wintertime Open when he beat Macbeth, McMahon, Josh Anton, Philo. Just the GOATs in California.
Good comebacker.
Adam's got an ugly scorecard on this back nine. He needs to get the next couple.
At this point, it's not even about defending his title. He's fallen so far behind. It's hard to imagine that he could give it another chance. It's about trying to make the cut here and have a good weekend. Being able to play on Sunday is a big deal here.
Yeah.
With the Disc Golf Pro Tour Plus, points mean a lot here this weekend. Not exactly sure how many players make the cut, but I would imagine somewhere in that 40% of the field range.
I think it's 46.
That is just such a small number when you think about how good the field is. There's going to be a lot of really good players, like really good players, who are going to play some really good golf over the next 2 rounds and 2 holes that are not going to be playing Sunday.
Yep.
Not enough room for everybody, that's for sure.
Not a lot of room on this hole either. 430. I mean, that's the average out here, whatever. But you got to kind of go uphill, hit that small gap, and then clear this out of bounds line all the way to this little hump right here. Throw it into the hump. That's what you're trying to do. If you go past it, it's kind of a long ways to the green, but there is out of bounds past it as well. I think this is a really good hole.
I heard statistically, based on the landing zones, this is the longest course on tour.
Yeah, I think it's an average of like
400 plus on the landing zones.
How is that determined?
Just based on the par 3s, and I think I'm not exactly sure, but that's the statistic. That was the metric that was brought by my attention earlier today.
It definitely feels like it. This is just fantastic. What a shot.
It just looks like somebody in the high grass putted one right over there.
Yeah.
What?
Yes. Give me another look.
At no point is this drifting off of the dead center perfect line.
And from the tee, I guarantee it looked like he's going to make it.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Cannot be thrown better than Calvin just threw that one.
Nice right movement.
Needs to go.
Yeah, got the distance and just inside the circle. It's a great drive.
It's awesome.
Oh, overturned, that can actually be your friend. It gets through those limbs. That's going straight out of bounds, but dropping short.
Yeah, it gives you the opportunity for par, but also brings double bogey into play.
Sure. It's got to slow down.
Oh, man.
Scary putt coming for par. How aggressive does Gannon want to be this? Does he want to get to double digits now?
Oh, that's
Well, he gives it an
softy,
effort.
Yeah.
Wow.
That wasn't the zinger we're used to, though, right there.
But I like that. I like that he's able to change gears a little bit. We haven't seen him change gears too often.
Almost looked like a layup, but you know that Adam was trying to make that.
100%. Yeah, great birdie.
2 under.
That's fighting. That is fighting 100%. Keep saying that. But yeah, he's out there just making great putts all day long.
Yeah. Parked for birdie.
Did Drew go bogey free?
No, he had a bogey on hole 5.
Okay. Because I know Gannon has a bogey right here.
Yeah,
I'm
5.
curious to see if anybody has gone bogey free so far.
Drew tried to lay up hole 5 and got that brutal roll away.
The best scores in right now currently with no bogeys are Luke Humphreys and Alden Harris, both at 7 under.
Bogey free though.
Yes,
That's
bogey
so
free.
impressive.
Yeah, what a day.
And Gannon with a bogey, essentially no one can beat those 2 scores for bogey free, but Gannon has an opportunity sitting at 9 under to shoot 10 under, get to double digits on this course, which I just didn't think would be possible.
Certainly in swirly
bogey.
wind, in
Yeah.
like kind of heavy wind. I would think this is one of the easiest holes on the course.
We'll look at that as we check out this drive here from Heimburg.
Like that, just a little placement hyzer right into the mouth.
Not the easiest by any means. It's the 6th easiest, but it is playing at 4.88.
Ooh, this is in danger of missing the Mando.
And no longer is it in danger, it's just missed the Mando.
It could roll back.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Doesn't matter at this point. Silly rule change, in my opinion.
Yep. It got me just now. I didn't even throw the thing.
Gannon just trying to find any way that he can to get past that row, and he does.
Oh, man.
Out into the open, and first objective, get to the trees, check.
Adam's got his roller out. And he's in trouble.
Well, he makes the Mando. But the second part is, okay, he's getting a lot of distance. You don't want to keep going too far because there's another set of double Mandas you got to make through this row of Douglas firs. That's going to force his angle on the next shot to basically limit it to either a roller or a forehand.
That's going to make it really tough to save the par.
The best height control guy we've got.
Yeah, maybe ever. Maybe ever.
Just gets
ever.
the full
Yeah.
swing.
Well, no, there was these guys back in there.
No,
really
I'm not gonna. I won't allow it. Disc technology couldn't
Paul
even.
Macbeth back in the day, he was...
Disc technology couldn't permit a better low ceiling player than Calvin Heimburg. If every shot that went over 4 feet got zapped with OB, Calvin Heimburg would be just fine.
He can, just appears to be able to throw 500 feet at chest height.
Yep.
Which he just did, I believe. Or pretty close.
There was a guy named Marcus Carlsson back in the day. I don't know if you get... I'm just giving you guys
Schultzstrom.
crud.
The guy who went all spike hyzer.
Yeah, high, like high
The
on every
Swede
shot.
known for his huge booming spike
Yeah.
hyzers. Okay.
What if it was that putter, the Piranha?
The piranha, yeah.
That's what I knew
Just
him
rip
for.
the piranhas. I've been likening Calvin Longquist's form to
Okay.
Marcus Schallstrom with the big hip movement.
Yeah. Look at this shot from Adam. If this
Yeah,
comes back.
400 plus away from the pin. And look at this thing roll around the
Wow.
tree. Yeah.
What a shot.
Beauty.
It's a way to manufacture one. That'll get him to 2. And that's closer. It's not great, but better than 4.
This is a great spot to be after 2 shots.
300 in. And now he's left with about 4 to 6 feet.
10 under.
Whew.
What a round.
Truly awesome.
Gonna have a 2-shot lead.
What's this? 200 to the basket?
240.
Unbelievable.
That wasn't necessary.
An annoying little roll for
it's
sure.
an annoying little roll.
It's going to be a 1 under there for Carlsson. Patch a couple things up tomorrow. He'll be fine.
Oh, no.
Ew.
Did not come off
Worst-
the hand.
Worst putt of the day.
Tough day for Adam, but a nice birdie there.
Yeah, not the walk around the park you wanted after such a wonderful tournament last year.
Yeah.
And the big comeback. I mean, being 2 under after 1 round, you just don't think that you're going to be in it for the win anymore.
Yeah.
But he just really fought his way back in a heroic fashion.
And maybe he can still do that. It probably won't be for the win, but it could be
I
for
can't
the
imagine
top
that's
10.
possible. But last year, Gannon Buhr shot 1 over after round 1 and finished with a top 10 performance.
Oh, wow.
So it is possible. These courses are difficult, and these other players who had a good round today might not do as well tomorrow. And so you have to keep that mindset as you're going into round 2 and 3. You're never out of it.
Yeah. I mean, a 10-piece for Adam tomorrow, that puts him up into 8 under. That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
really good.
Yeah, that's right there. A lot of great rounds today. There's your lead card.
Really.
Buhr, Gibson, Heimburg, and Lada.
I'm excited to see Drew again. He's been struggling a bit this year. Pops
Yep.
off a good round. We haven't seen him on coverage when we last year we saw him. Seemed like every other week he was on coverage. So it's gonna be good to watch him again. And haven't seen any of Lada.
It'll be his first Elite Series lead card.
Oh, that's exciting.
And
Really exciting. Just such a talented player
Yeah.
from Florida. We often see check-ins with Brandon as he's doing some incredible stuff. He's got so much power.
Yeah. OTV.
Yeah.
But to see him on lead card playing with his good friend Calvin Heimburg going into round 2, it's going to be
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, he shoots that 13 under OTV final round, comes back for a podium spot.
That's right.
Yeah. Great first day. We're going to be right back for day 2 from the Portland Open.